Welcome back again. We are getting some error on always on. So if you go to the server 1 and you can see the our secondary server, that is server 2, it is not joined to the group, even though if you see here the server 2 is up and running, it did not join to the server groups. So there is a possible server issue, and the same reason you can see warning on our database. So if you click here, right click, and if you try to connect, then you'll see this error message here. Okay, even though this we can access server to here, but it is not able to join on the server group. And if we click on error message here, you will see the availability replica is disconnected. So we need to find out what happened to the replica and why this is disconnected from our groups. So let's do one thing, remove the server 2 from our group. So right click, remove from availability groups, server 2, click OK. Alright, so server 2 is removed from here. So couple of things now we'll check. So one of the possible reason is our service account that connected server 1 to the group. So we'll check that service account. So if you remember, we joined server 1 with the group with the NT services. So what I'll do, I'll create a new user and I'll connect the server 2 with the new user to the group. So to do that, let's go here and let's type. Alright, so go to the Active Directory user and computer. Let's minimize this, we don't need this at a time. And then go to the user, new user, and give a username, whatever you want to give, user logon name. Alright, then click next and give a password. And check user cannot change the password, and so on. Okay, and password never expire. Click next, finish. Alright, so you see here the EasyBoy user is created. Let's expand and let's add this user to the domain admin groups. So on the production, be careful when you add any user to the admin groups, because this is very important. So when user get the access to admin group, he or she will get a lot of permission, so that might be very destructive for the environment. So be careful over there. So go to the properties, members, add members, type the username and click OK. Alright, so now this user is the member of the domain admin groups. Apply. Okay. Alright, and now come back here and go to SQL Server Configuration Manager, go to the this account, let me admin, no, not the admin, the user just we created. Checks cannot be found, the object and location. Alright, check object type, groups, okay, check name, try admin. Alright, so the location, make sure you select the entire directory, then look for the user here. Alright, so click OK, put the password, and the same password here, click apply. This will cause the service to be restarted. Yes, do that. Okay, while we're doing this, let's go back to the server 2, and we have to do the same thing on server 2 and server 3. So go here, go to the SQL server, right click, go to the properties, then it's taking time this on, let's go. Okay, so location, we'll do the enter directory, and then we'll do the check name, should appear. Okay, so apply, and it will restart the service. I did not put the password, so okay, apply. Yes, let's go back to 1, click OK. So you see now is the service account easy boy. Okay, so that's good here, good here. Okay, it will take some time. Let's go back to the server 3, and okay, this 2 is still taking time. Okay, server 3, do the same thing. Go to browse, and then change the location to enter directory, then look for the user, check name, click OK. Now I need to put the password again. Okay, click apply, and it will ask for the restart. Let's do that. Let's go back to the server 2. Server 2 is alright. Now we change the account service here. Okay, it will take some time, but we'll come back later. Let's go back to the server 1. Now we did this. Let's minimize this window. It is still trying to connect because its auto refresh is on, so that's why is still trying. Okay, so let's go back here, availability group, add replica, so next, it is kind of slow, then the one thing will happen, will encounter some other issue, but I'll show you when you do that. So let's minimize. So we added server 2, this is secondary, and readable secondary, yes. Next. Okay, do automatic seeding. We already did that, so I'm not going to explain everything here again, but you can read and you'll understand what does it mean. Okay, so it checking everything and validating. Okay, so everything passed. We got some warning on the listener configuration. We will check that listener configuration later on. Click next and finish. So it will take a few minutes to complete the process, and I'll back. Okay, so the all of the process completed successfully. Let's close it, and you'll see the server 2 is up and running and all of the error message is gone. So we completed adding the server 2 successfully, and we'll continue from here on the next video.